Okay.
So the first one is, would you date someone who uses a wheelchair?
Yes.
Why?
Because I feel like just because a person's in the wheelchair doesn't mean that you should prevent from dating them. Like, what if they have a nice personality and nice, like, the way they treat you is nice? Even though they're in a wheelchair, that shouldn't prevent from you, like, liking that person.
Second question. Would you date someone who was blind?
I feel like, yeah, because it will be something different from the guys that I dated before. And like I feel like someone blind, like it will like make you like go for the person, like for the person in the wheelchair the same way as the someone that's blind. The personality, the way they act, the way they are with you. Like I feel like that's more important than something physical, like them not being able to walk or them not being able to see.
Would you date someone who was autistic?
Yeah, because like I feel like, I mean, personally I have a cousin who has autism, has a condition, and I feel like they're like as us, just that they need more help, and I feel like that shouldn't stop and make someone different from our society, and I feel like they're great people, just that we need patience for them, and that's all. So yeah.
Do you think you have patience?
Yeah. A lot.
Question 4. Would you date someone who had a mental illness?
I feel like any condition like a person has.
But mental illness.
Yeah, I would date someone with mental illness. It doesn't stop someone from preventing from dating someone. I feel like people tend to be scared and afraid to date someone with mental illness because they feel like they're gonna harm them or something, like they're gonna be like, oh yeah, they're not like right in their mind, so that they shouldn't date nobody. But if they take pills and they take treatments, then yeah, I would date them. Why not?
So you have requirements. They have to take their pills and they have to be in a treatment.
Yeah, I mean, if a person like takes care of themselves, then I feel like, yeah, I
Okay.
would date the person.
The last question. Would you date someone who was developmentally disabled or had Down syndrome?
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, like I feel like that persons like that are unique in their own way, and like I feel like you go for someone that you feel like you love them and like you're happy with, no matter what condition they have.
Okay. That's all for today, Nicole. Thank you.
Thank you.
Would you date someone who uses a wheelchair?
Yeah, I would.
Why?
Because if the person has a good heart, then I wouldn't really have to worry about the physical whole thing at all. I'll just be by myself like that.
Would you date someone who was blind?
Probably not.
Why not?
You see, the world that I'm living in, I need to like see the entire world, and I need to experience with somebody on the side. I can't be worrying about someone who's blind. Yeah, that's how it is.
Would you date someone who was autistic?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
If you think that, okay, earlier I told you I'm not gonna date a person who's blind, and then if I'm gonna have a hard time like that, then if I date someone who's autistic, that's even worse.
So you think that dating someone who is autistic is worse than dating someone who is blind?
Kind of. That's what I see.
Would you date someone who had a mental illness?
No,
Why not?
because I've experienced it from my mom. She's crazy. Chit chat every time in the house. I'll die in the house. I can't.
So you don't want to experience that?
I can't watch it like a
Would you date someone who was developmentally disabled or has Down syndrome? Why not?
I can't handle it.
Why?
I need a person outside who's normal, healthy, and just normal.
First question. Would you date someone who uses a wheelchair?
Yeah,
Why?
because their personality won't change, and it's just like a physical body. And I've seen people who are in a wheelchair but are like happily married with someone who walks. So I guess that's just an example for me to like, you know, not judge someone by their physical appearance and just like love them for who they are instead.
Would you date someone who was blind?
That's hard. I think so, cause I could be their eyes.
Would you date someone who was autistic?
I don't mean to like sound judgmental, because I would still obviously care for them, but I feel like it would be hard for me to build a strong relationship with them, just because I've never dealt with anyone autistic. I'm not very like informed on that topic. So I think like for me to like have a potential like very strong relationship with them, then I would have to like learn a lot of things. And at the beginning, I feel like I probably would reject it and just like stay away from like relationship. I would obviously still socialize with them and like, you know, treat them nice because they're still humans, but I probably wouldn't integrate myself into like a whole relationship with them.
Would you date someone who had a mental illness?
Are they recovered?
What do you mean?
Because like sometimes people have like depression and then like they recover
Yeah,
from
like
it.
in general, like mental illness.
Like if
Just-
they have one
like if they have one, you're dating the person that
and
has
they
them.
have one in the
Yes.
moment. Okay, then it depends. If they know how to cope with it, and if they can teach me how to help them cope with it, then yeah. Because I feel like depression kind of like is around me a lot. So like I'm always very helping in that matter. But if it's something that I really can like or don't know how to like work with, then it might be harder. So it depends how the person copes or if I can cope with it.
Okay. Would you date someone who was developmentally disabled or had Down syndrome?
Once again, I think my reply would be like the one for like the autistic question, because like I'm gonna be honest, like it's just gonna be hard in my eyes. Like I would have to be taught many things about their disability or what I have to do in order to like have like a very like strong like relationship with them. Because like when I get into a relationship, it's not just for fun, and like, you know, I'm also looking out for my partner. Like that's part of a relationship, and a lot of things come with like taking care of one another. And so like I feel like it would be just very hard for me to cope with that. But I don't want to be judgmental either. Like, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna close the door completely, but I'm definitely gonna push it away. You know. But yeah, I don't want to sound rude or anything like that. Like, you know, they're still people, but I only like dealt with like one autistic person, and like, I mean, they understand me and everything, but like, I can't express myself fully.
Why?
Without having like a hard time, because like they don't really understand sometimes, or it takes time for them to process what I'm saying, and like I have to like continuously point at things or like try to find something to talk about. And like with my partner, like with my life partner, with like a relationship, then I would want to like easily just come talk to them, you know. So yeah, I feel like those are the things that would stop me.
Okay.